find out what you don't like about yourself in these isolation seasons. Isolation seasons are so tough, and yet they are necessary. Hi, beautiful. We're currently walking through the book of 1 Samuel, and we are in, I want to say, chapter 23. And the title of this lesson is Dry Seasons. I'm going to call these dry seasons seasons of isolation. And when I tell you, I would have never been like, hey, sign me up. Nah, I like people. I don't like to have to be by myself because I'm an only child already. It's like, no. So then when people fall off, when things change and you have to sit with yourself, you, one, find yourself. Two, you find out who God really is. And I want to say that the other thing that I found in my isolation season was how worship mattered so much to me, because it's those moments that you just have to, one, get real and raw with yourself. You find out what you don't like about yourself in these isolation seasons because you don't have the distractions of all of these other things. And it's like, that's who you really are at your core. And we need to clean this up. Baby, isolation seasons are so tough, and yet they are necessary. So as much as I'm like, don't sign me up, if I got to go through because I need to go through this moment to be prepared for the next level, fine, tag me in. But baby, it's tough. And this took me back to the mindset of, we try to avoid pain so much, but pain will be served to us in life. That it's just life, through loss, through disappointments, through relationships. So many things I've been like, let me put my guard up so that I can protect myself, and I still get hurt. Life will deal that to you. But we got to go through some of these painful moments. It's never uncomfortable to be in pain. I can go back to surgery days, and it's just like, first of all, that pain is an indicator that something isn't right. And when you identify that something isn't right, what are you going to do with it? Because there have been many times that I've been like, oh, well, let me just mask this pain with something else. But it never changed the root of the issue. I'm just over here putting something on top, something else on top of that. And it's like, oh, okay. So then the day that you wake up without pain and you're like, something's different. What is this? But you've masked it for so long. And now you're like, okay. And to go through isolation season, to see my pain, to have to address my pain and be like, what you gonna do about it? What are you going to do about it? Because for so long you have masked it. You put a Band-Aid on top of a Band-Aid on top of a Band-Aid. You realize how expensive buying Band-Aids is? Okay. And then you go from the little, you go from the little circle one to now you got to get bigger each time. And it's like, in those moments, we're trying to avoid pain so much that we don't sit in that pain so that we can identify what's the source of this. And you got to heal from it. That happened in isolation for me. And as I'm going through 1 Samuel and I'm looking at David, and I'm just like, first of all, I didn't realize that David ran as long as he ran. And I'm just like, years, multiple years running and in a dry season. And yet God was there the entire time. And in the lonely moments, it feels like you are by yourself. And it's just like, nah, you're not by yourself. You may not have the people around you that you want. You may not have the things around you that you want. Oh, but the Lord. And God, I thank you for not leaving me. Because there's times I done left myself. And it's like, nah. So you have to go through these dry seasons of isolation. You have to go through the pain. You have to sit in it. And if you are in the middle of pain right now, baby, I'm sending love and prayers your way. And I need you to know that you will make it through. I love to say that sometimes we go day by day. And then there's other moments that we're going second by second. Lord, I need you to get me through this moment. Some of my toughest days, I did not have it to get me day by day. God, I need you to get me minute by minute, second by second. And when you are able to rely on him and you fully trust and know that he got it, because I told y'all I am good for being like, Lord, here it is. And then it'd be like, give me it back. Because let me handle this. I can handle it quicker. I can handle it better. And it's like, girl, you don't know what's around the corner. So you might as well pass it back. But those moments are hard because you're in it and you're like, I got to sit with me, sitting with the man in the mirror, baby. Find out the things that you really don't like about yourself. You find out the things that you're like, oh, that slipped in. When did that slip in? All those things. And then it's like, what are you going to do about it once you know about it? Because it's one thing to be like, okay, well, I did this. No, now that I did this, I got to figure out. That's your problem, Brittany. It ain't you. Now I have to deal with this with the Lord and be like, well, here's that. How do I need to clean this? What kind of surgery is needed for this moment? But these moments matter, and it's never comfortable. Maybe. Because half the time I just want to be comfortable. But it's in the uncomfortable moments that growth happens, that change happens, that the unfolding. And I think that's why I have fallen in love with the Brittany unfolding, because over this almost year, it's been this journey of sitting with moments. What's your real answer to that? I think I have come to be okay with being like, my answer right now is this, with knowing that it could change. Hopefully it will change as you grow. But in this moment, this is what I think about this. This is how I feel about this. But it didn't happen until I was able to sit and look at myself in the mirror and be like, okay, now if you don't like that thing about yourself, address it so that you can then change it, so that you can then grow. But the character that's being built in this season, it ain't easy. But also know that you don't have to do this thing alone. The Lord is there. And then when you come out of that isolation season, know that your community got you. Because let me say, I pray that you have the community backing you up and praying you through in the moments where you have to go through this moment. It's like, but I'm praying her through. We need community. We need it so very badly. And so I do pray that when you come out of that isolation season, you have the people that are there. But also before you go into it, I pray that they're praying you through. Because I know I have some praying people behind me. Be like, I may be quiet right now. And I can understand that you may be in a test. You may be going through. And I can't be like, number 3 is C. Nah, I get that. But I've been praying you through this whole time. So I say all of that to say, you are going to make it. Even on the tough days, even on the days where you can't see it, even when you are second by second, God, I need you. God, I can't do this. God, I surrender. God, here's my control. That's mine right now. Lord, I'm giving you the control that I love to have. Me having control just makes me be at peace a little bit more. And it's like, but to take my hands off and see the Lord do what he do. Lord, you did better than I could. But I'm still passing back. Like, girl, let the Lord have this and handle this, and you go get a good night's sleep. But that's life. That is life. So I am praying for you. Take care of you. Know that you can't avoid that pain as much as you want to. It's going to happen. How you handle the pain is what's going to change everything in how you walk through it. Because I think that's also the other part of joy in the middle of it, gratitude in the middle of it. To be going through and be like, Lord, I thank you for this, that, and the third. Yes, I may not have everything that I'm praying for. And we're going to always pray for something. But Lord, I got this. Thank you. We got an economy right now struggling. And I'm like, God, I thank you for this. And someone may be in a different place, but God, I thank you for this. I thank you for that. And that gratitude also keeps you in this place of being like, okay, Lord, I thank you for this. Because I will always go back. What if you only had the things that you thanked the Lord for yesterday? And it's just like, because I sure did get in the car and turn it on without any issue. It's those little things. God, I thank you. So gratitude will definitely check you. And baby, here we are, just unfolding this thing called life. Take care of yourself. Check with yourself and know that this pain is temporary. But you got this.